No, I don't get Facebook. It's in a part of the world where internet is far and few between.
Oh dear.
So that's why I'm changing my machine department later on this week.
Ah.
So you might be able to get hold of me. So it's quite nice actually. You should try it. You should switch off all your mobile devices. Yeah, and just walk around with the head in the clouds. You just don't know what you're doing. It's a fantastic feeling.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, I'd like to just talk with you again about something we have discussed before.
Mm-hmm.
On the technology front.
Right. Okay.
Just abstractly,
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of device that we could upload a show to. Suppose you stayed on the beach, for example, but you were able to record your show
Right.
on some device.
Right.
You need another device plugged into this studio to which you could transfer it somehow, and then the device in the studio would play it out at a certain point.
Right. So you want something automatic to plough yourself into the studio without having to be in the studio.
Well, I'm realising that August seems to be the time for considering this sort of thing, because
Well, I was thinking all year round, really.
Well, all year round.
Yeah, sit on the beach all year round.
Well, whatever, wherever people are. But I mean, the storyteller won't be here next week.
Mm-hmm.
But he might be doing a show somewhere or another.
Mm-hmm.
So, if there was some way of getting his content here, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
We had thought you weren't here, but if you'd been able to record 20 minutes of something or another,
No, I'll get here in my TARDIS.
well, perhaps that's what it is.
That's what you need. It's a
Perhaps
TARDIS.
that's what it is.
So you can go over wherever you like to on the beach and then come back, start the machine up, and then go back again.
Well, I think that there probably are commercial systems that would do this, but I think they're outside the scope of our current playout system.
Right.
When we go to bet, which will be in January, we'll have a look and see if there is such a thing. But I think possibly somebody could write us a bit of code or has got an old box of some sort. Do you think? I mean, it just doesn't sound impossible to me.
No, well, it isn't. With the internet as it is, with mobile phones as they are, you should be able to do it from anywhere in the world.
Well, the audience, if the audience wants to hear us, they could find us on the internet. Probably
Yeah.
we could upload it somewhere or another.
Right. Okay. Well,
So, sort of stretching that towards some sort of cable coming into the studio. See, I think I've tried talking to Tech Exeter, but I don't think it's complicated enough.
do you need something more complicated?
Well, it needs to be interesting, doesn't it? But maybe if they reach out into the schools, or there's a move to get STEM into the schools: science, technology, engineering, and maths or medicine. Not sure which one it is, but STEM. But the arts bit. If you remember, we tried to find the STEAM. Well, we tried to find the arts in the STEAM village, and at Bet, and it wasn't too clear. In fact, it seems to be going backwards a bit. There was less art. So if we demand some tech that would help radio or would help sound.
Are you looking for something to mix the program as you go along, or are you looking for?
Well, I don't know. What I mean, presumably all these things could be up in the cloud somewhere. But if we've got, I mean, we still have an FM studio, and it's got all kinds of faders, which can be up or down, and one of them could just be connected to the cloud somehow. So when you do your show, you remember your password, or you bring your phone with you, whatever it is, and your access to something or another, or the robot plays a particular combination at a particular time anyway, for the listeners who expect Phonic or any other station to be slightly different depending on what.
So you're
time
looking
of the
for
week it is.
versatility to the broadcasting spectrum,
Yes.
right? So we don't have to sit in the studio, but we can still broadcast, and we can still send it to the cloud, and people can access the cloud before it rains and snows, and then they can listen to it that way round. So they can listen to the other side, on the other side of the world, or whatever, wherever they are.
Well, yes, I think in general terms that, but I think that's possible. I mean, we could upload to YouTube, for example, without much, by the way, of graphics, if we're just thinking about the sound, and the audience could find it. But if they want to listen to FM, we need some way of getting stuff into that system at a particular time. And let's say we do it in 2-hour chunks or 1-hour chunks, or.
Well, I think you should have something which is a bit more stable than that. So, there's the show, full stop.
Right.
Live show.
Right.
And you can listen to it on playback whenever you want to. There are places where you can do that, as I broadcast on, but I don't think the quality is quite good. That's my only thing.
Well, since you've been so rude about them, let's mention Access All Aerials on Spreaker, Spreaker.
Yep.
So you don't think the quality's quite right?
I don't think the quality is very good. That's the thing. If you record something
in what way? What's the problem with it?
Well, it's because you're sending it somewhere, so there's a delay in the system. There could be a sound quality or whatever. But if you record something live in the studio, it's much better because you're going straight off into the recorder. You're not going plugged into the internet, and you're going thousands and thousands of miles away up to our industrial area up south, where the big computer is. So it's a bit, you've got a delay in the whole thing.
Okay.
Which may be a good thing, really.
Well, it may be that. It may be us cobbling little bits of MP3 together when we should be using bigger files. But all of that may get sorted later on.
Oh yeah, I think that the only way we can do it is actually keep on recording them and put them out whenever we can do, on the old-fashioned way, the wind-up radio way.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we do turn up. We can play from the studio. Anyway, JD, I'm gonna try and play a jingle now.
Really?
The Exeter Street Arts Festival.
Can you cope with that?
Well, I'm gradually learning.
Really?
I think.
You think?
This may work.
You've had time to think,
Well, it may work. It may not.
Ooh.
But if it doesn't work, I'll just have to talk over it anyway. But anyway, here is a jingle for the Exeter Street Arts Festival, which is coming up later this month.
On Saturday, the 25th of August, the city becomes a festival. Phonic FM is proud to support the Exeter Street Arts Festival. There's 100 acts across 12 venues and stages, from the Bowling Green all the way down to the Quay. And if that's not enough, there's a huge after party at the Phoenix from 8 p.m. For more information, go to exeterstreetartsfestival.co.uk.
Celebrating 10 years. Phonic FM.